So first of all, let's get into the breakdown of Shanks. So this is the deck I'm going to be trying out today. So normally the deck does play 4 copies of the one drop Odama, but instead we're actually going to play Uda because it's still a 2K counter. I think Uda is a better late game threat than most of the time the one drop. We still have our Uda. We have 4 Hungos, a couple Lime Juices, 4 Lucky Roos, 4 Choppers. We have 4 of Yasop, 4 Uda, 4 Beckman, a couple Dragons, 4 Rayleigh, 4 Shanks, 3 Big Shanks, 2 Kick Horses, 3 Departures, and 2 Red Forces. So this is the deck we're trying out today. Let's see if we can compete in the ranked ladder. So we have a Lucky Roo into a Usopp. Six Dawn. Sure. Go ahead. Okay. Not a great turn. We're just going to be attacking Fate for 8. We got nothing to do this turn. Probably just takes it. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, there's a Frankie and attacks for 6. I'm going to 5. Attack for 6 after playing a Yasop. Okay, you get a 2K out of him. All right, so he gets his best card down. So this is basically when we have the Divine Departure. So it's a 7 Dawn, I do that. Then 8 Dawn, I play this. So I think I get rid of the Lucky Roo. Six at 4. Get rid of that. Hit for 6. So 6, 6, 4, 3. Okay. We're slightly ahead on board presence and the other factors. Now, again, I could just run it right back and do another Divine Departure. I can definitely see the argument there for that. Did he go my Yasop? No. Seven. Go ahead. It's another Going Merry, sure. Gatling Luffy. I got a couple 2Ks. I got a brick I can throw away to this Manners. Pitch a 2K there. I reduced this so that way he's less likely to. Okay, you're gonna go there. And the question is, what do I do with this? Because if I save it, he's gonna attack it with Frankie. But now I get to play big Shanks. A little more. 12. 5. Go ahead. Another Luffy. What do you got? He does have a Gum Gum Giant. So you should Gum Gum Giant here. Got it. 1-0 so far. Let's get into the next. Go ahead. So I do need to play Usopp into Beckman, maybe? Let's see about Beckman, right? Hit there. Okay, there's a Mr. 2. That seems like an easy counter because it only takes one card. So 5, we play Usopp. Hit for 6. Try to eat a 1K counter or 2K counter. Yeah, go ahead. So this is a 6, this is a 6. And this I'm at 6, so next turn I could easily play a Beckman. I do not want to try to deter myself from hitting his actual characters tapped. I want to keep hitting face because his life total. I can't win the long game with this deck. Not in this matchup. So I think my goal has to be hit Luffy. So the best tempo line is Beckman here. Take that. So I definitely play Beckman. Hit for 6. Try to eat another counter. This is pointless. Go ahead. Now next turn I can play Shanks, possibly, and just kind of crush him. See what he does this turn. He does have a Dawn. He can play a Katakuri, which would mean I could double spell this turn. And I think still put one here. I don't think the blocker's doing much. Most of his best stuff is less than 6,000 power. Okay. So this is our best possible scenario, right? Shanks, Uda, and we need to shove for 7/7. Or 7/8, I should say. Okay. We could race a Big Mom, right? Big Mom is not that big of a deal. Um, I mean, honestly, of all the cards they could have possibly went into, but Linlin is probably the least threatening of them. So I'm kind of happy with this. So what does opponent do here? Does he try to go for my Beckman? At this point, I am trying to race him, right? That's my goal. Honestly, I'm going to have to probably commit Dawn, 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 and shove 100% this turn. I need to dodge a Katakuri. Now what? Oh, man. That's worse. No. Yeah, you can go here. He leads up a Gum Gum Giant. Which is the better line this turn? What are the odds I can go for life here? I think I actually just 11. All right, so best case scenario 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Go. Next turn, I think I dragon, swing, 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 and I should be okay. At this point, my best case, I think, is to get the last 2 life in 1 round. Because we know he has to have a Gum Gum in here. So I need to play towards the Gum Gum Giant. And he can't. It's harder for him to answer 4 bodies at 1 life. He would have to have Gum Gum, Gum Gum. So let's just pray he doesn't have a blocker here. I think I just do 1 counter, and I take the rest. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do resolve. No. A Katakuri, so he untaps here. Okay, so he has a blocker, possibly 2 Gum Gums. Eight. Nine. 10. So you need 2K, 2K. 11. I lose. Yeah, that one thing didn't matter, right? It was an accidental click, but still, like this, it's so hard, right? It's the epitome of the worst possible matchup for Shanks. Like we would be in a very good position in the current meta if Luffy didn't exist. All right, how do I survive 1 turn? Yeah, that's GG's. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Let's get into the next one. All right, so he plays out of Virgo. Sure. So our turn is a Uda. I think it's that. Go ahead. Their deck does play Kid, so it's probably useful. Okay. 4 Dawn. So awkward here. 6. 5. Trying to get a counter out of you. Go ahead. So I'll do that so that way he attacks it again. Plays a Peacock. You have 2 Dawn remaining. Does it go face? Okay, that happens. I got 2 swings out of you. Take that one. We have 6 Dawn now. I could easily play Yasop. Play a Uda. Next turn I go to 8 Dawn. I think it's Rayleigh turn. Actually, I don't have a Rayleigh. I do have a Rayleigh. So I think Rayleigh's next. It might just be the stage. I don't really want to have him gain a card, but I think it's the correct line. Go ahead. I do need to counter out of the smoker. It's like the only requirement here. Okay, so he buffs us, so it's now an 8, 9. So I can make it become a 8. Use this. Pitch. That. Okay, so he's ahead on board presence. We're ahead on life. So -3. That's not enough. Trash another Yasop. 8 Dawn. Hit there. Now what? I think it is just Rayleigh, right? Oh, I messed that up. Should have reversed that. I could have done 5 at 5. He would have burned a counter. That was a slight mistake. Should have reversed these, and it would have been a lot better. But they're a lot smaller, and they should prevent him from getting his ability. He has to commit Dawn to them to get the Dawn back. Hey, Sinister Cards, rating with a party of 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're awesome, my friend. I will follow you back. Thank you, Sinister, for the follow. For all the new people here, I play mainly between One Piece and Pokemon. I go back and forth. The rest of this week, I will be doing One Piece. Duolingo again. Thank you for the follow. So you get through my Yasop, weekends my another follow. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, he's getting rid of everything. All right, I need to focus and beat this smoker player. All right, 7. Sadly, I don't have the counter. So I think I have to. So I lose 1 card this way. Well, actually, I weakened him enough where it didn't matter. All right, so that should technically wait. It says base power, doesn't it? Yeah, that doesn't count for that. Have an amazing stream, my friend. Thank you for the everything, man. Thank you for the follow and everything. All right, so I need to get rid of this smoker at least to now make sure my life stays intact. I do have a lot of non-colorless, a lot of counter. So I have a lot of bricks. I could drop this for 9. That seems not really all that exciting. I could do this for 8, which means I have 2 Dawn remaining, makes this a 9. Going at an 8, he probably has a 2k counter out of that. So that doesn't seem very great either. I could do 6 Dawn here. Get rid of a smoker. 9 here. He's definitely gonna 1k. Okay. That's great. That's great, right? Because we burnt 2 cards out of his hand. Um, we're at 3 life. Potentially one's going into the yard. We only have 3K counter. Now what stinks is I used both my divine departures. I really wanted to save them for the kid, but that seems to be out of the question now. Another smoker. You have 7 Dawn. So, okay. 6 going here, 11, 9. I think I have to do this so he devotes more Dawn here, and that it does not commit something else to the board. So is your goal to pivot and hit the Yuda? Okay. You do that, my friend. I was not expecting that. He has 3 Dawn. Nothing. Okay. Again, there's no possible way for me to... Okay, so what I need to do... Minus KO. Swing here. Go. Now I have a base power of 8. No, that's 10 for that. Hody. I might lose now. Okay, Monet. You hitting the Silver's Relay. And then you do 8 at life. Okay, so this now costs cheaper. That's 8. That's 8. My only option is to hit the Monet. That's not looking that good, right? I have 1 2K. I mean, it is a little bit harder to get through a 7, but it's like I might be going 1 and 2 with the deck so far. Original power. So even minusing this to be... Is there a shot here? Uh, yeah, great honesty impact to seal the fate right there. Because otherwise I would have had enough blockers. I might have been able to stay alive, and Shanks would have plus Dragon plus a 8K swing here would have been enough to maybe stay alive. But now I just lose to the Smoker. Pretty decent game though, still. I'm not sold on this hand, especially against Yamato. I'm gonna say this is a mole. This is slightly... I don't even know if this is slightly better or worse. We are drawing a lot of duplicates here. Where's all my blockers? I'm on this, like, I guess this setup to where I just draw 2 of every single card I ever find, right? Lucky Brews, 2 of these, 2 red lines. I did not find 2 Beckman though. Like, that's like the only oddball here, but my hand is like so many duplicates. Okay, so he's an attack for 8 banish. 2K. 1K. 6 Dawn. Drop him down. I'm not sold on playing Uda here. 7. Let's see if he has a way to make his leader unblockable. Another Yamato. So I have 4K counter. Hmm. Now what? So these two are never going to be cheap. That's just the reality of that. Which last two Dawn going towards? So Uda goes at the Yamato. 2 lead. Or 2 there. 9. Go ahead. Okay. Taps down both blockers. Hody Jones, man. How does he do this, though? He puts 2 here, taps for 7. Use the ability minus. -12. I'm going to risk it. One of them. All right, how does this work? I think I have to do that. You know, it'd be ideal to get rid of the Izzo here, so he wouldn't have a blocker on the crack back. But I can't have him tack here, and with the Yamato, I only have 2 life. So what I can do, though, is I have to attack 10 and 10, and that's probably enough. So he probably has to go with the... All right, 2Ks, that's pretty good. All right. 10. Got it. 2-2 record. Let's go ahead and get into the wrap up for Shanks. So overall, we went 2-2. Not a terrible record. Um, Absolutely got hosed by Blue Purple Luffy, which is arguably a bad matchup. And I feel like once that card does get the ban and Purple takes a hit here, this deck will make a possible resurgence, right? So like this deck does do quite well in the grindiness category. It's just the fact that it can't really race a deck that gets 2 cards per turn. And one of them happens to be the best card that's a Straw Hat in the top 5, right? And the other one is probably the card that you put to the top of your list, which is the other best card from the top 5. So you just can't really top that kind of value at all in any given deck, especially decks like this, Bonnie, stuff like that, where your goal is to go long and deal with the board, combat it while getting your pieces together to go for a full-fledged attack. Overall, Shanks and Shanks feels pretty solid. This Shanks is a pretty good card in general, especially in a blue-purple meta. Once that gets banned, I do think this card will take a hit. It does lose some of its power, being a 6-drop, 10,000 that makes your leader also a 7,000 leader. So that is something to keep in note. That I think once we do get the ban announcement, this card will take a hit. Because it feels like with Zoro, it's a little bit more on the ground. Like the top end, I think, is most part is TCG, which is a 5-drop. So 7,000. That's not really going to be something you're really excited about having the Shanks in your deck against. And even something like Grape Luffy, where the top end is basically Sanji and Pudding, it doesn't seem very good there either. So like it really is just a circumstance where this is great now because of Blue Purple Luffy. The best case scenario, this will be a 2 of post banning, but it'll probably end up going to 2 more copies of maybe Dragon or maybe even something else on the curve. There's a lot of flexibility in this deck that I think that has been unexplored, especially even with Yuta seems actually pretty decent because she's often just a 2-drop 4,000 blocker. So that's pretty solid. Or a 2K, which I think is sometimes, or a lot of time, it could be just better than Automa, which is your 1-drop 2K counter. But let me know in the comments what you guys want me to know, and I'll talk to you guys next time.